I'm here. Hello, how you doing? Dr. Paul speaking, a little bit late tonight. Sorry about that. Hello, Karen. Hello, Michael. Hello, Anne. Hello, Noodle Doodles. Happy St. Andrew's Day indeed. The National Day of Scotland. Yes. Hello from here, Edinburgh, capital of this Scotland that we have. Hello, Janie. Hello, Janet. Hello, Marion. Hello, Nick. Hello, Natters. Hello, Therese. That's Bill. Know that by now. And hello, Louisa. All right. Now, I hope you're all well. I'm great right here in North Edinburgh. Hello, Spedge. We're having a great time. St. Andrew's Day. Does anyone celebrate this? We're just talking about it. It's like, feels like no one cares. I think the main problem is there's two problems. One is there's no major sponsor. St. Patrick's Day, of course, has Guinness. It is Guinness Marketing Day. They do a great job. The other problem we have with St. Andrew's Day is it's literally the 30th of November. You know what I mean? Can't hear me. That's a problem. Let me just check something. Can anyone else hear me? One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Testing, yeah. I thought you could hear me. You can hear me? Michael can hear me. You can hear fine. Right, okay. It's just Natters. Natters. It's you. You are the problem. So yeah, the other thing is it's the 30th of November. So, you know, it's like a horrible bit of winter when it's still months and months to go. It's you're saving money anyway for Christmas, usually, maybe not this year. But it doesn't feel like a very festive time of year. If we get Scottish independence, if that ends up being a thing, then you know, even if you're for or against it, then one possible thing that might happen is we might get a national day that's at a different time of year. You know what I mean? Like in the spring, like the other countries. England, that's April, isn't it? Ireland is March. Wales is March. 1st of March, though. I would move that forward a bit. What date should we pick for a new national day? Independence or no independence? You know, I think we need a new national day. Also, it's after a saint. Who cares? You know, St. Andrew. No bother about St. Andrew. You know, it's just call it Scotland Day. To be honest, people think make more of a fuss of Burns Night. That feels more like a national day, but even that's the middle of January. You know what I'm saying? Right, hello everybody. Hope you all are well. Nice one. Good work, Bill. I would suggest, I don't know, turning it off and on again, turning the volume up. I mean, you can't hear me anyway. It doesn't matter what I say. Nothing a bottle of whiskey when... Ah, it was on mute whole time. Right, let's get started because I'm a little bit late. In fact, it's 6 minutes past already. Quick, Dr. Paul, begin the quiz. Quick, before our heads blow up. Right, here we go. Please share the quiz. That really helps. I'm going to start any minute, okay? Just a little bit late here. Answer the questions when they come up. Mark yourself after each round. I don't do the marking. I haven't got time. You do the marking, all right? Don't put answers in the chat. Yeah, that's good. Halfway to Christmas, June 25th. Yeah, sounds fine to me. National Lorne Sausage Day, first Monday in July. Is that true? Is that actually true? I've got a funny feeling that might actually be true. Last time we played was Friday. Look at all those teams. Cheese and Worcester sauce. That's what you get to put in your toast if your team was in the first third. If you're in the middle third, you just get cheese. And if you're in the bottom section there, you have to have your toast dry. Get another, we'll do hire me to do a Zoom quiz. And Deadpool. It's your last chance to play Deadpool for December. Tonight, actually, because it shuts at midnight. Anything after midnight will be for January. You know what I mean? If you need me to explain Deadpool, I'll do it later. I'll put the link in just now, just in case you've got a bit of inspiration. You just made it up. That's a shame, Raymond, because I was thinking that that actually might be true. But hey ho, there must be a Lorne Sausage National Day, right? Sponsor Cross Borders, best brewery in the world. They won best IPA at the Beer Awards last week. There's some happy winners. Could be you. Use a discount. We'll talk about that later. Right, let's get started. Come on. It is 8 minutes past. I'm behind time here. So the first round, you just need a pen and a bit of paper. 5 questions. All the answers begin with the same letter of the alphabet. Right? Got it? So here we go. Question number 1. In 1972, which country did Britain come into conflict with in the so-called Cod War? Cod like a fish, right? So don't shout these answers out. You just write them down. You mark yourself after each round. I'll give you the answers after each round. Great to know that you got your thermometer, Louisa. That's excellent news. I saw that, Robert. You can put another entry in if you want. Disaster. Robert, on the 23rd of November, put in Maradona for the Deadpool. 2 days later, bang. Right, number 2. Which Mediterranean island is the setting for the 2000 film Kevin and Perry Go Large? Kevin and Perry Go Large is the name of the film. It's a comedy film, and it's set on which island in the Mediterranean? Remember, all the answers begin with the same letter in the first round, in this first round. Number 3, what's the name of a novel? This is a bit more difficult, I think, by Dan Brown, came out in 2013, and it shares its name with the first part of Dante's epic 14th century poem, The Divine Comedy. All right. So Dante wrote The Divine Comedy in the 14th century. 700 years later, Dan Brown comes out with a book with the same name. What's the name? It's a one-word answer, this. A single-word answer. Number 4, what kind of sporting surface is smoothed out using a Zamboni machine? All right, you get the Zamboni out to smooth what type of surface? What type of sporting surface? You know what I mean? And number 5, it's only a 2-letter answer, this one, and you should probably have the first letter by now. Which 2-letter word is the title of a number 1 hit by Telly Savalas, a cartoon strip in The Guardian, and a poem by Rudyard Kipling? I'm not sure if that thing about the Guardian cartoon strip is still true. It was when I wrote the question a few years ago, so I'm just thinking I've not actually checked that recently, but it was. If it's not now, then it was in the Guardian for a long, long time. Right, you tell me when you're ready. That's the thing. Thank you very much. Straight away, Karen, our number 1 player, is there, ready. Bill's ready as well. I'm going to quickly go over these questions in case you missed anything or in case you just come in the door. So first round, 5 questions. All the answers start with the same letter. Who was Britain fighting in the Cod War? Talking about fish, all right? That's in the 70s. Number 2, 2000 film Kevin and Perry Go Large, comedy film about hapless teenagers. Which Mediterranean island is the setting for that film? Number 3, what's the name of the Dan Brown novel, 2013? Same name as the first part of the Divine Comedy by Dante from 600 or 700 years previous. What kind of sporting surface is smoothed using a Zamboni machine? Zamboni, that's a great word to say. And Telly Savalas, number 1 hit, Guardian cartoon strip, and a poem by Rudyard Kipling. They all got the same title, and it's a 2-letter word, a very small word. Okay, so lots of you are telling me already. I'm not going to muck about tonight. Let's go straight on to it. Here come the answers. You ready? If you're not ready, then be ready, because here they come. Did you get a letter? I'm sure you did. Letter I. I think there was a couple of tricky ones, but overall, I think it was fairly nailed on that you'd get a letter. Right, here we go. Here come the answers. You give yourself 2 points for each correct answer. So who were Britain fighting in the Cod War? That's Iceland. All right. Bjork and all that business. Gives you a fish. No. I invite you. It was kind of non-violent / fairly aggressive ships I think one guy got killed. Kevin and Perry Go Large. That's Harry Enfield, and it was on Ibiza. You know what? Here's the first question. Here's the first bonus question to get your name on the wheel of names tonight. Who's the other star? Who's Perry? I think Harry Enfield's Kevin. Whichever one Harry Enfield is, who plays the other teenager in that film? First person to answer this in the chat will get their name on the wheel. So I'm just waiting for your comments to come in for this one. Kathy Burke, that's right. Yep. Lots of you have got it. First to react was Karen. So Karen is first on the wheel tonight. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, what wheel are you talking about, Dottable? Well, it's the wheel where we put all the names. You get various chances throughout the quiz to get your name on the wheel. And at the end of tonight's quiz, we'll be spinning the wheel for prizes. Okay. So Karen is the first person on the wheel. Well done to Karen. Now, let's get on with the answers here. There's the film. There's Kathy Burke on the left. Number 3, Divine Comedy and a Dan Brown novel, both called Inferno. Good name. What's a Zamboni used to smooth out? It's an ice rink. Yeah. There's a guy riding a Zamboni. And you might not be able to see. Might be a little bit small, but he's got a really contented look in his face. Just smoothing stuff out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And oh look, I've put one of the guys over that's Telly Savalas over the question, but the answer is If. All right, number 1 song by Telly Savalas, cartoon in the Guardian, and a Rudyard Kipling poem, and they're all called If. One more chance to get on the wheel. Name the film that picture of Telly Savalas is taken from. That's Telly Savalas in a feature film from a popular series of feature films, but what is the name of the film? First person to shout that out will join Karen on the wheel. Dirty Dozen. No, it's not the Dirty Dozen. Alison's said Dirty Dozen. Lorna G said Dirty Dozen. Kelly's Heroes, Kojak, Escape from Athena. No, Dirty Dozen. Yeah, Jonathan Doyle's got it. Excellent. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. He's playing the part of Blofeld. It's one of the James Bond movies, of course. So no, I don't type the answer. I type Mr. Doyle. That's what I type. Very good, right? Duff and Doyle. Powerful pair on the wheel straight away. So, yeah, you'll notice some people have been declaring their points. You get 10 points for the answers, but you get bonus points. +2 if you're a subscriber. You get +1 if somebody on the team shares the quiz. If you hit that share button, tell all your friends about this quiz. You get 1 point plus, and you get +1 if it's your birthday. So the usual top score is 13 in the first round. Natters has got 13. Dr. Caesar's pals went for It. You know what? Seeing that you're marking yourself is really good, because if I used to ask that question in the pubs, and people could write It, and the T would look a little bit like an F, and you're like trying to mark it, and you're going, ah. Of course, you always end up being lenient. It's I shouldn't tell you this, but it is a way to get points sometimes. See Ireland. See if you were Iceland. If you were torn between Iceland and Ireland, they're almost identical in handwriting. The C can look exactly like an R. So if there's any ever questions where those two could be the right answer, just make it an ambiguous C/R. Makes it a nightmare for the quizmaster. That's the dark arts, isn't it? Sometimes you can tell people have actually done that, like deliberately made it ambiguous. 13, 9, 13, 13. Good stuff. Right, okay. I don't really recommend it, but you know, don't bother me so much these days, obviously. Um, Someone was mentioning David Gates up there, up the chat. I'm not going to spend time going up and down, but that's who wrote the song. If a picture paints 1,000 the Telly Savalas version is the best. It's the definitive version. Right, okay, round two, picture round. Hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha, picture round. Right, come on. Speed this up a little bit. Landmark, right. In which city was this photograph taken? Have a look at that photo. Name the city. Simple as that. Clue. I've never been there, but probably won't help you. I know a guy who runs a restaurant there. That's it. That's my connection. Right. Number two. Name the painter. Who's the French post-impressionist who created this painting, Still Life with Basket, way back in time in the 90s, the 1890s? So who is the French painter here? The surname will do. I'll be impressed if you get the first name as well. Number three. All right, 3-point question. Unusually, usually it's 2 points, but name all three people here. There's 2 actors and 1 film director in this photograph. Hollywood people, yeah. So name all 3 of them for 3 points. You get 1 point for each one you get correct. So 2 actors plus 1 film director. Name all 3 for 3 points. That's question number 3. Question number 4 is a bad portrait. This is the work of somebody who found a little niche doing bad celebrity portraits in felt tip and then selling them on eBay. Which British sports celebrity is this supposed to be? Now, this is a person who became popular more or less overnight, and it was to do with the Olympics. I think it's the 2012 Olympics. And then everybody was talking about this guy. So who's that supposed to be? All right. A British Olympian drawn by a person on eBay who sells bad portraits in felt tip. Bill's saying art shite, but I think he was talking about the earlier picture. And number 5, Damoon. What year was this photograph taken? It is from Apollo 17, which was NASA's last manned visit to the moon. To get the points, you have to get within 3 years of the right answer. So plus or minus 3 years gives you the points. What year was that photograph taken? It's on the moon, and it was NASA's last manned mission to the moon. Last mission to the moon that included human beings. So tell me when you're ready. Oh, look, it says question number 1. That's a typo. It should say question 5. Because I swapped around the order. But this is 1. The last one should be number 5. So quick run through them again. Which city is the photograph taken? Number 1. Number 2, who's the painter? French post-impressionist. 1890, Still Life with Basket. All 3 names in this picture, please, for 3 points. 2 movie actors and 1 film director. All big names. All very, very famous. No, there's nothing obscure there. Number 4, who is the sports person? Became famous after an Olympics. I'm pretty sure it was London 2012, but an Olympian anyway. Become like nation's favourite, you know. And what year was this photograph taken? Okay, you tell me you're ready. Louisa is ready. Marion is ready. Bill spotted my typo. I spotted it first though, so no points there, Bill. Ready, ready, ready. I mean, obviously you might have spotted it before I did, but I managed to say it before your comment came up, so that's what counts. That's the rule, by the way, in case you don't know. If you spot errors on the slides, you put them up. If you get them, your comment on there before I spot the mistake, then you get a point, and Probably put you on the wheel as well. Right, everyone's ready. Let's get on. I feel like I'm going quickly, but I'm not actually going that fast, if you know what I mean. Right. Landmark. In which city was the photograph taken? That is the US Capitol. It is in Washington, D.C. All right. Washington, D.C. for 2 points. 2 points per answer on this one again. Question number 2. Who's the painter? It's a different Paul. It's Paul Cézanne. Yeah. Paul Cézanne. Nice bit of colour. 2 points. You just need Cézanne for that one. Number 3. Okay, who have we got? On the left, we have Marlon Brando. 1 point. In the middle there, we have Al Pacino. 2 points. And who's that with a beard? It's Francis Ford Coppola. So 1 point for each of those that you got. So this rounds out of 11 for a change. Number 4. Who's this guy? It's Tom Daley, the diver. Tom Daley, nation's favourite diver. Name a diver. Our survey asked 100 people. 100 said Tom Daley. Nobody else said anything. Number 5. Last trip to the moon with people for NASA. You had to get within 3 years of the correct answer here. The correct answer is 1972. So if you said between 69 and 75, then you got the points. Okay. So that is the picture round. There's all the answers together. Can I get half a point for putting diver? Nah. I think that was kind of obvious. Like, not obvious, but nah. Anyway, half points are just intrinsically, aesthetically displeasing. Is it not spelled daily with no E? Well, David, let's find out. No, it's spelled with an E. I happen to have the Wikipedia page open. Nah, it's spelled with an E. Good try. What's this? Look up Stephen Feck if you want a funny diver. I'll do that right now. Let's see. Stephen Feck. There he is. German. Won the silver medal at the 2010 European Aquatics Championships in Budapest. He's had a silver at the European. He's had a couple of silvers at the European Championships, and he's literally called Stephen Feck. Right. Okay. Bonus point. What is the town? What's the name of the town? Just inside the Irish Republic, just over the border from Londonderry or Derry, where they have a diving championship that people refer to often. Bring this up in bar conversations, going, you'll never guess there's a such and such that diving contest. That's it. Absolutely correct, Louisa. The little hamlet of Muff. The Muff, yeah. The Muff diving. It's a cheap stuff, but it's true, you know. Okay, good. Well done. That gets you on the wheel. Let's crack on. They make gin there? Excellent. I might get in touch with them, get them to sponsor the quiz. Muff Gin. Muff Friday. That'd be good. Right, let's crack. Oh, sound round. Hey. I always enjoy the sound round. I don't know about you. Maybe it just annoys you, but I like it. Now, tell you how this works. I don't have any background music on, do I? It's all right. No one's complained. I was in a bit of a hurry setting up tonight. Okay, so audio round. Right, here we go. So I am going to offer you 10 possible answers. You are going to pick answers from this list. I'm going to play 5 different clips, and you're going to pick the answers from the list. So you ready? The first one is being played too quickly, being played too fast. Who is the artist here? Right, classic. Who is that? It's one of the names on the list over there. Number 2 is the opposite. It's been played too slow. Who is this?
Oh, c'est bon.
C'est bon.
I never say that in France. When they thrill to romance,
C'est bon.
it means it's oh so good. Oh, c'est bon.
Yeah, nice. All right. The third one. Comments are going crazy. Right. Number 3 is being played backwards, in reverse, back to front. Who is this? Well, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? How it's been played backwards. I've just looked it up, Jonathan. She spells her surname Hyman rather than Hymen. Number 4 is TV theme tune. All right, name the television program that this music is from. Wow, that was really boring. But there you go. That's the question. Where's Brian Blessed? He's probably in a pub fighting. And the last one is a mix, and there are 2 things being mixed together. One is a television program tune, and one is a music artist. So name both parts of this mix, okay? Which 2 items from the list are being mixed together here? Oh, here we go. Nah, because I'm not pressing the right thing. There we go. Great. There it is again. Right, that was fun. Quite difficult, couple of those. I'm going to play them through again because I know some of you like a second chance to hear. So here they are again. Some of them mixed up and roughed up just to make them a little bit more difficult to locate. Here's the first one. The first one is being played too quickly. Who is the artist? No, it's not. People, it is. The reason it's a flipping good mix is because it's not my own work. I've started using other people's mixes because they're just better. You know what I mean? I don't have time to master that skill. Number 2 is being played too slow.
Oh, c'est bon.
C'est bon.
I never say that in France. When they thrill to romance,
C'est bon.
it means it's oh so good. Oh, c'est bon.
Sexy. Right. Number 3 is being played backwards. Kind of difficult, that one. Number 4 is a TV theme tune. Just name the program.
And then you call.
glad that's over. And then the last one is a television theme tune and an artist. Both answers on the list. You've got to get both of them. It's 1 point for each one. Here is the mix. Yeah, all right. It's a really good mix, isn't it? The guy who does number 5 is called Lewis Wake. There, Lewis Wake. All right, if you want to go and look at his YouTube channel later on. But it's time to tell you the answers. Sound round answers. Here we go. Now, these were a little bit more tricky than usual, I think. The first one was an old 80s sort of new wave disco hit. It was New Shoes. New Shoes. I Can't Wait is the name of the song. Massive hit. 81 or 82, something like that. Number 2, really old bit of music. Great delivery. Sounds fantastic. Slowed down. It's your old pal Conway Twitty. Oh, yeah. Number 3, being played backwards, is the Beatles. Can anyone name the song for to get your name on the wheel? First person to name the actual Beatles song that was being played backwards. I'll play it again. Very well done, Derek. Perfect. It's Octopus's Garden. Being sung, of course, by Mr. Ringo Starr. Well spotted. Number 4 is The Bridge, or miserablest Scandinavian murder drama. And the last one, great mix, absolutely fantastic mix by a guy, like I say, called Lewis Wake. And that was a mix of BBC News and Faithless. Insomnia is the Faithless tune, and the BBC News is classic bit of sort of new rave / current affairs crossover genre. Well done to Janet as well, who also got it right, but just a little behind Derek. Yeah, well done. Okay, what you got? 10 out of 10 for Pajero. 10 for Karen. 8 for John. Thought Wallander, not the bridge. Yeah, 8 for the Spedge. It might be a theme. It might be a version of the tune with lyrics. I don't know. 6 for the Porn Dwarves. 10 for the Grockles. 6 for Jenny. Right, scores. I think reflecting the difficulty. I think it was quite a difficult round. What we got next should be a little puzzle. Yeah, conundrum. Okay, you got 60 seconds to solve this conundrum. Conundrum is an anagram, but the answer is not a title or a person. It's just a normal English word. So unscramble this in 60 seconds. Do not shout out the answer here, by the way. Just you can tell us if you're ready. Say you've got it or say you're ready. But write the answer down. Don't shout it out. Here we go. 60 seconds. 3 points if you can solve this in 60 seconds. So no, not C. Tea tribes. Tribes of tea. Imagine all the tribes people coming over the hills as you land your colonial boat. They come running up to you, banging their war drums with their spears. Boom, 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 boom. Threatening face paint and all that. But it turns out that the tea tribes, they just want to give you a cup of tea. Be nice. Yeah, a minute of fear that you're about to be slaughtered on a foreign shore, far from home, by blunt and sharp instruments. And then what you actually get is a cup of tea. Tea tribes. It wouldn't make a very good film. Right, 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left. Social Outcasts have got it. Mr. Spedge has got it. Chameleons have got it, they reckon. Tribe Seat, says Caesar's Palace. No, it's not that. Right, ready? That's time up. You get 3 points if you get this right inside the time. The correct answer is, boom, batteries. Batteries. I think that was quite a difficult one. Did you get it? I think out of all the puzzles, all the 60-second puzzles, the conundrums are maybe the easiest. But I think that was a slightly more difficult one compared to usual. Janie says no. Pondorf said, yep, got it. Chameleon's got it. Nice one. David got it. Good work. Let's move on. That's a no for Lumpy Gravy. Okay, mystery bag. Should we? Nah, let's not do mystery bag tonight. Let's do Where Am I? Yeah. Cheeky little bit of Where Am I on the go. This is to get a name on a wheel. Will be as soon as I get the old Where Am I Excel sheet open. Now, where are we going to go today? Let's have a look. Let's try this one. So I'm going to show you a bit of street view from somewhere around the world. And whoever is first to say where we are, name of the city or town, will get their name on the wheel. And I'll probably say you can add a couple of points to your score as well. So I'm just getting it set up here. I think I'm ready to go. Just give me a second. Right, okay. Right, ready. Here we go for Where Am I? Okay, so some medieval looking walls, some modern looking traffic. What's that in the background? It's like a bit of a minaret. Some boats, harbour. Oh, look, someone's got it straight away. Joe's got it straight away. Yes. It is Rhodes, Rhodos, in Greece. Look at that. Look at the weather. And a big ferry just coming in. Just going. And everyone's cutting about, having a nice time. Go through here, go into the town. Up here. It is Rhodes Town. Perfect. Great walls. Once you're bored of all the walls, there's great kebabs and everything. There's a guy just cutting about. Look, that's it, taking it easy. See? You don't need a helmet. Yeah, nice one, Joe. Right, that puts you on the wheel. I'll stick you right on the wheel right now. And you join Derek, Louisa, Mr. Doyle, and Karen. Another one, please, say noodle doodles. Nah, just one just now. I'll do another one later. I'll play games for names at 8 o'clock. The main quiz finishes at 8 o'clock, thereabouts. And then between 8 and half 8, we'll do games for names. More chances to get on the wheel, and then we'll be spinning the wheel for prizes at 8:30. So let's get back to the main quiz right now. Here we go. Right, well done, Joe. That was well spotted very, very quickly. Presumably, yeah, look, she's even knowing exactly where it is, Portgate. Presumably been there a few times. Nah, it ain't Peterhead. That's definitely not Peterhead. Hangman, might play Hangman later. That's just there. Right, okay, here we go. Round 4 is Blanco. Now then, this is a list from 2017, and it's a list at the time of the most valuable autographs of living people, according to PFC 40 Autograph Index, which is a website specializing in trading autographs. Okay, so there's the top 10, and I've left some of them that you can see to give you an idea of what kind of people are on the list. But I've left 5 covered up, so you've just got to think of the 5. See, that explains it there. Worked 3 summers there. I'd forgotten that you worked there. I lived in Greece for a couple of years, but we only went to Rhodes. In fact, I think I've only been to Rhodes once. We lived in Kalymnos, which is a few islands up the chain. Near Kos, which I saw was one of the first guesses that anybody made. Yeah, Mr. Spedge said Kos, which is slightly north of Rhodes, up the chain a bit. We were in Kalymnos, which is one island north of Kos. So anyway, back to this. Just write down 5 answers. The prices, by the way, are prices that were actually paid for this person's autograph during that year. So 2017, it's not that long ago. Prices will be similar. But who are the people under the blanks? And I've left the first letter there to kind of give you a clue. But based on the other names on the list, have a wee think about who else might be there. And tell me when you're ready. And also tell me, have you ever sold an autograph or paid money for an autograph? Because I just can't imagine myself. First of all, I can't imagine asking anybody for an autograph. Second of all, can't imagine buying one. Or even being impressed by the existence of an autograph. I mean, it's like, I don't get it. It's one of those things I just don't get. Like the Addams Family. 2 things I don't get. The Addams Family and autographs. Someone explain why these things are good, because I don't get it. Oh, c'est bon. C'est bon. Do-do-do-do. Lovers say that in France. Oh, c'est bon. Background music on. Right, tell me when you're ready. It looks like you're being a little bit slow. Well, not slow, but taking your time on this one. Are all these people alive now? Let me think. To answer that question, first of all, I've got to try and remember the answers. Let's have a look. La 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 la. Yes. Yes. Yeah, the 5 missing people are all alive now. Okay. Right, Karen's ready. Like, I know famous people are dying all the time. But these ones have stayed the course. They've got another 3 years. Which presumably puts down the price of their autograph. I don't know. I guess it depends how often they sign autographs. Right, I've only got one ready, which is Karen. Please do tell me when you're ready. Because otherwise I don't really know when to move on, you know what I mean? Ooh, c'est bon. Bit of the background music on. So yeah, have you ever asked for an autograph from a famous person? I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I have once. Which is quite a good story in itself. I'll leave that for just now. But the modern day me, you know, the sort of, I can't imagine. Please, can you autograph this? Although, looking at those prices, I can maybe see the point. Yeah, they are tough. Yeah, it's a tough round, this. I don't think anybody will really get more than... I don't know. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's not as difficult as it looks. As it first looks. All the people that are in the blanks are proper famous. You know, they're not... There's no real curveballs here. They are all sort of pretty much top level. International, super famous people. Yeah. Pretty sure I've got none of these right, says Louisa. Not confident, says Marion. These are tough, says Caesar's Palace. I think it might be one of these where you say it's difficult and then it turns out you do quite well. Educated guess. Just going for ex-Thistle players. Nice one. There's no B, is there? Nah, no Bobby Law, no Chip Charnley. Okay, right, there's enough people ready now, so I'm going to move on. Tell you the answers. If you're not quite ready, then get ready. Get 5 answers down, because here come the answers. Blanco is the name of the round. Here we go. Right, from the top. See, the way I've done it is I've left clues on there. Look at the other people on the list. So Ringo Starr's there. So the top one's Paul McCartney. That makes sense. $3,000 for a Paul McCartney. Then number 3 on the list is J.K. Rowling. Yeah, probably the most famous living writer in the world. Is that fair? Number 5. Look, this is another one where you look up and down the list for a bit of inspiration. You see Prince William there. Look, Prince Harry. £1,500 for a Prince Harry. And then number 7 and number 9. You just got to look around. What else is on the list at that point? Barack Obama. That gives you Donald Trump, doesn't it? £600 for a Trump. And only £200 for a Hillary Clinton because she lost. So there you go. See, all the clues were there. I wonder how you got on. Paul McCartney, J.K. Rowling, Prince Harry, Donald Trump, who's still the president, is that right? Of the USA. He's a rajbag. And Hillary Clinton. There you go. 6 out of 10. Yeah. That's from the guesses. Right, look, Karen's got 10. See? Knows how to play the game. Next got 6. Pajero's got 6. 10! This is difficult, and then they got 10. That's great stuff. Not confidence is Marion. Boom, 6. 10 for the Pond Dwarfs. Prince Charles, aye, that's reasonable. Prince Albert. No clue for J.K. Rowling. Aye, Edinburgh local sometimes. Right, very good. Oh, only 2 points for triangulation, so it didn't go that well for everybody. Let's get on to the last pair of rounds. What's that? Didn't get JK or Hillary, but we're not sexist, hopefully. No, yous are sexist. That's it. That's your card marked. Jay-Z and David Beckham. Ah, that's old hat these days. No one cares about David Beckham anymore. Even 3 years ago, David Beckham, lush shrug. Whereas Darius, I'm sure, is getting a comeback at some point. Darius for president of the USA, that'd be amazing. Right. President Dinesh. Okay, 50-50 round. Here we go. I was going to say an easy round. It's not an easy round. It's a simple round. You just choose the right answer. So, which letter is worth more points in a game of Scrabble? Letter B or letter G? B for Bomb Ballerina or G for Gargamel? No, it's just these. That's all it is. It's creating a dog collar effect. If I do that, there we go. Take these off. I don't need these just now. It's only for the sound round. G for gnome. That's Callum Gilhooly, isn't it? Right. 50-50 round. Number 2, in the 13th century, which language was used for the Magna Carta, the famous Magna Carta document, which was in the news last week, slightly? English or Latin? So what was the text of the document? It's called Magna Carta, but what's the text of the document? Is it English or Latin? That is a bit of 13th century history for you. Number 3. Oh, what's this? The capital of the US state of Mississippi. Is it called Jackson or Jefferson? What's the name of the state capital of Mississippi? Mississippi. Is it Jackson or Jefferson? 50-50. Just got to choose the right one. What is a Tasmanian devil? Number 4. Is it a marsupial or is it a rodent? Going rogue with my pronunciations tonight. A marsupial or a rodent? What is a Tasmanian devil? Number 5. According to the World Health Organization figures, which animals kill more people around the world every year? Dogs or hippos? Dogs, woof, or hippos? Nah. What is number 1 killer of humans? Dogs or hippos? Right. I hope you chose your answers first time. Here's a second chance to see, just in case you didn't. Here we go. Worth more in Scrabble. B for the Bee Gees or G for the Gibson brothers? Number 2, Magna Carta. Is that English or Latin? Text of the document. Number 3, state capital of Mississippi, Jackson or Jefferson? Number 4, what is a Tasmanian devil? Marsupial or rodent? And which animals kill more people around the world every year? Dogs or hippos? Tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you're steady. Tell me when you get a visit from Uncle Freddy. Ready, Freddy? Crazy little thing called love. Right. John is first to declare readiness. Just take a moment to appreciate John's avatar there. Powerful red lion. Maybe it's his favourite pub. I don't know. But it looks very powerful. Looks ready to pounce, ready to kill. You all ready? That's good stuff. Let's get on with it. A hero is ready. Okay, let's go. 50-50 answers. Here we come. 2 points for each of these, as usual. Which letter's worth more? It's letter B. B's 3, G's 2. So letter B for Banzai. Number 2, Magna Carta. Clues in the title. It's Latin. Latin all the way through. Latin. Just a whole bunch of Latins. Number 3, I've not actually been to this city, but I've been to their bus station. I changed the buses here. It's Jackson, Mississippi. As in, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. What sort of thing is a Tasmanian devil? It's a marsupial. All right, there it is. Oh, quite nice. And which animals kill more people around the world? According to the World Health Organization, it's dogs. All right. I think I've got some figures here. Let me just have a look. Dogs kill 25,000 people per year. Hippos, 500. So dogs are just 100% at it. Letter B, Latin, Jackson, marsupial dogs. How did you score? The Magna Carta is a bit of a double bluff one, isn't it? 10 for Karen. 10 for Noodle Doodles. 8 for Simon. Teacher asks for a word with 4 eyes. Mississippi, shouts wee Jack. No, says teacher, I want to speak to you, you specky twat. I made me laugh, but it's nearly, can he get on a wheel with a rude one? Oh, hell. No, Bill, I'm going to put you on the wheel, right? Because And I'm too soft. Every time I say, no, I'm not putting you on the wheel, I'll immediately think, oh, don't be a dick. Just put him on the wheel. Right, Bill's on the wheel. He gets the comedy section on the wheel tonight. I'm sure that's not the case, Natters. Unless you're absolutely drunkenly and ferociously insisting on wrong answers. That's one of my favourites when I'm in the pub. If I see a table and someone is ferociously and drunkenly and absolutely unarguably slamming their fist down, it's definitely English. Yeah, exactly. Marian's worked out. Rabies bites, tripping folks up. Exactly. Who's ever tripped over a hippo? Well worked out, Marian. Right. Look, there's only normally one section on the wheel, but Marian, you made me laugh out loud, so you can put you on the wheel as well. Marian goes on the wheel. That's it. Right, okay. That was hippos. I'm telling you, it's hippos. The fact you've probably heard is that they kill more people in Africa than other animals, than other wild animals. Mum sprained her knee the other day because the dog ran past. See, happens all the time. It's just so normal. And I'm glad your mum's okay. I hope she just a sprained knee. I hope that's the extent of it. Right, okay. Double or bust time. It's exactly 8 o'clock. I thought I was on time. Always happens. But 10 to 8, I'm going, I'm doing all right. I'm going to finish at 8. Look down at the time. Next thing you know, 8 o'clock. Right, double or bust. 4 points for a right answer. This is the final round, the main part of the quiz. So you can get 20 points here. Boom, mega score. But you also run the chance of going bust. If you put one wrong answer in this round, which you don't want to do, you get bust. You get 0 points for the round. Bust. Disaster. To avoid going bust, you can leave blanks. All right, you don't have to answer the questions here. You don't have to answer all of them. You choose which ones you're going for. Aye, that's right, yeah. President of the USA. Everyone's getting taken out by dogs. It's a war. Dogs versus us. Right, anyway, here we go. Right, how many strings are there on a standard violin? I'm sure there's always a weird exception, but if you get a normal violin, how many strings are on it? That's question number 1. Bill's already declaring Boz out. He's going to go for all 5 without seeing the questions. It's a special type of boldness. Number 2. Name the song. Which song was a number 1 hit for Tammy Wynette back in 1975? And it begins with the line, sometimes it's hard to be a woman. That is the opening line. But from which number 1 hit song of 1975? Performed by Tammy Wynette. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman is the opening line for which song. Number 3, 4-letter word. Right? Which 4-letter word is the? That should be. That's a typo. Should be the, not that. But what 4-letter word is the common name of the plant from which linseed oil is obtained? All right. I'm pretty sure that's why Trump didn't have a dog, because that was just inevitable. He's not very good at moving about rooms and stuff, is he? Right, what 4-letter word is the common name for the plant that you get linseed oil from? That's question number 3. Number 4 is, what is the only borough of New York City to be located on the US mainland, the rest of them being on islands? So there are 5 boroughs in New York City. Staten Island, Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. But which is the only one that's on the US mainland? The rest of them are on islands. Okay, that's question number 4. A little bit of New York City geography. And number 5, name the actor who won Best Actor Oscar in 1997 And in 2012 won Australian of the Year. So some pretty hefty achievements there. Who is the person? Tell me when you're ready. Don't shout out answers, just tell me when you're ready. And here come the questions one more time. Remember, 4 points for each one you get right. Nothing bad happens if you leave a blank, but if you answer one and get it wrong, you get bust. So how many strings are there on a normal violin? Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Opening line of which song? 1975, number 1. Number 3, what's the 4-letter word that is the plant you get linseed oil from? Number 4, the only borough of New York City to be located on the mainland of the USA. All the others being on islands. And last one, Best Actor Oscar, Best Actor in a Leading Role Oscar in 1997 and Australian of the Year in 2012. Who is that? Right, you tell me you're ready. Karen's gone all the way. Louisa's ready. Bill's ready. Janie's ready. Need a couple more just to get onto the answers. Before I show you the answers, at this point, I do mention, usually, and I will do again tonight, that I am doing this quiz for you, for love, for free, but also in the hope of getting some tips. So thank you to those who have donated. I really appreciate it. If you think tonight's quiz is worth a couple of quid, then I'd be delighted to see a couple of quid. That's the link. I'm just putting it in the chat. You can also find the link in the description underneath the video. Please subscribe. That really helps as well. Please click the, if you're subscribing, you haven't clicked the bell, click the bell. And give us a thumbs up as well, will you? Because hardly anyone did last week. Wasn't that many likes last week? Just because you've forgotten. I know you like it. But like it if you like it. You know what I mean? Right. Everyone's ready. Come on, let's get the answers on. Let's find out what tonight's total scores are, and I will get you to upload your scores pretty soon. Ready? Here we go. So, how many strings on a standard violin? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. E-A-G-B, I think. I don't know. Which song was the number 1 hit for Tammy Wynette in 1975? Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Stand by your man. Written by a man, by the way. 4 points for that. Number 3, linseed oil. Where do you get linseed oil from? You get it from flax. It's also known as linseed plant. That's why I put a 4-letter word clue in there. That's close up on some parts of your flax. Kind of beautiful, like all plants. Number 4, New York City borough. The only one on the mainland is the Bronx. The Bronx. Staten Island is on an island. Manhattan is an island. And both Queens and Brooklyn are on Long Island. There's a wee map there. I think you can see it fairly clearly from that. The Bronx is the right answer for 4 points. Anything else you got bust? If you do get bust, tell us what you get bust on. Right, last question here. Best Actor Oscar 97, Australian of the Year 2012. It is the actor Geoffrey Rush. There he is. Well, there's the poster for Shine. Anyway, right, how'd you get on? That was a strange last round. I don't think it was particularly easy or difficult. 4 strings. That's fairly easy. Stand by your man. I thought that was easy. Flax, man. Imagine a few people left that one blank. The Bronx. That's a classic people getting bust one. And the last one is just sort of hard to remember. Bust on Russell Crowe. No. No. Ah, right, okay. See, when I see people's alternative answers, then I realise it was quite a good question. Brooklyn and Russell Crowe. Right, Russell Crowe's the... Oh, looks like Russell Crowe's doing damage tonight. Derek's bust as well. 74 for Noodle Doodles. Yes. Nice one. Right, I'm going to give you the link right now. I'll give you it again, but I'll give you it right now to upload your score, ladies and gentlemen, so I can make tonight's fabulous league table. But we're going to do games for names. Crow's from New Zealand. I know he was born there, but what nationality is Russell Crowe? Let's have a look. I know he was born in Wellington. But is he a New Zealander, or is he an American, or is he an Australian, or what? He's just a straightforward New Zealand citizen, according to Wikipedia. It says, although a New Zealand citizen, he has lived most of his life in Australia. Right. I know a few Kiwis, and quite a lot of them live in Australia. It's quite a popular thing to do. More money, more work. A lot of them move to Melbourne. Aye, Russell, let's take names tonight. Yeah, quite right. I don't think it's impossible for a non-Australian to win Australian of the Year. We're just looking up Australian of the Year here. You got to be an Australian citizen to win Australian of the Year. That kind of makes sense. I don't think you have to be born there, but because there's every chance Russell Crowe could have been an Australian citizen, but according to his Wikipedia, he's not. He is just a New Zealander who happens to live there. Ita Buttrose, Australian of the Year 2013. They got Young Australian of the Year as well. Nice. Senior Australian of the Year. We've got all these spin-offs. Who's that? Slim Dusty, Australian Senior of the Year. Uh-huh. Interesting. I might do some Australian of the Year questions at some point. 31 for the Spedge. Woohoo! That's a low. That's a personal low. 55 for Pajero. 47 rather for Natters and Co. 42. Low scores tonight. It looks like definitely. Bill's got 61. That's definitely going to be top third, I would say. Get your scores uploaded, folks. Dear. Probably not. Probably don't have an award for that. Skippy got it one year. No way. We've got a list. I think I've looked at this page before and not found that many questions out of it. This is what I do. This is what I spend my day doing. Reading through Wikipedia, mainly. Not always Wikipedia, but quite a lot of Wikipedia. Because it is very good. Trying to find questions, things to write about. Found a good list last night. Toy of the Year. That's a good list. That'll be coming up at some point. Paul Hogan. You got Australian of the Year. Actually, here's a quick... what year did Paul Hogan get Australian of the Year? I presume you only get this once. Yeah. First person to answer that one correctly gets on the wheel. 1990, no, earlier. 1984, later. 87, no, 85. Janet, you're on the wheel. That's it. Slap bang in the middle of the 80s. Nothing more Australian, nothing more 80s than Paul Hogan. So, Janet, you're on the wheel. Right, okay, let's play some other games for names. Right, what do you want? I got Kazula Palooza and I got Hangman. What do you want to do? What game would you like to play? Whoop! Absolutely. Nice call, good call. What game do you want to play? You want to play a little bit of Where Am I? Or do you want to play a little bit... Well, I've got three. I've got Where Am I? I've got Hangman, and I've got Kazulapalooza. First to shout was Simon with Hangman, and there's a couple more Hangmans. Oh, well, let's have a couple of Hangmans. I will get to some kazoo stuff because I did promise on Friday that I would. So, but we'll do a Hangman, a couple of Hangmans first. Right, I'm just getting set up here. Here we go. So, you know how this goes. I'm going to get to shout out letters. One letter at a time. Don't type in loads and loads of letters, right? Because it doesn't really matter who says the letters or who gets the letters right or wrong. It's just to give me a feed of letters to work from. I'll start clicking the letters, and then the first person to guess the correct answer will go on the wheel. All right, we'll do a couple of these. So Simon's given me a G. In fact, we've got a few without even seeing the puzzle. G, Q, E are the first three, right? Okay, let's and then let's write these down before they disappear. T, W, S. Okay, let's get the puzzle on. So it's a song, okay? So we had G. There is a G. Q. That's a strange one to guess straight away, but there is no Q. Janet gave us an E. Let's have a look for E. There's always an E somewhere, isn't there? Not always. You know what I mean? What could this be? Then Marion said T. I believe there are some T's. Whoa. That's moved it on quite a bit. Anyone got a guess for this? Next was W. No W. The letters that go at the bottom there, they are not in the puzzle. It's just to show what's being guessed. Robert says S. Yes, there's an S. Then we've got some more letters coming through. N and O. N from the Noodle Doodles, of course. No, there's no N. Kirsten's gone for a letter O. There is definitely an O. Look, come on. Someone's going to get it now. Oh, you got it already. Derek. Yes. It is Fat Bottom Girls. That's absolutely correct. Before I left my nursery, left alone. Big Fanny. Nerdy. Everywhere, admit about me. Ho! Oh, take me home tonight. There we go. Nice one, Derek. Now, you're already on the wheel, but I'm going to put you on again. So, Derek Kilo. There we go. Now, let's do another one. Let's do it. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Same rules. Give me some letters. Queen, of course, in case you don't know the song. Fat Bottom Girls. Rock song, 1977-ish. Right, person. Give me some letters. Mr. Spedge giving us a C. Alan, hello Alan, has given us an H. And then we've got S-A-D, which spells sad. But that's just a coincidence. No one here is sad. Everyone's in a great mood. Right, so C-H-S-A-D. C-H. I wonder if anybody will get just from that. 2 letters straight away, C and H. S. No S. I think someone might nail this pretty fast. Yes. Louisa, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. With hardly anything on the board, she hunts down Mr. Beckham. Throws a hangman spear through his heart and says, hey, remember that time you were sent off against Argentina. That was good. Can you do that again? No, you can't because you're too old to play football now. No, your wife, she's more famous than you. Right, so Louisa, yes, it was very fast. Excellent stuff. Louisa's on the wheel. She gets on the wheel again. So there are 2 Louisas, 2 Dereks. And I think it's definitely time for a bit of Kazula Palooza. What do you reckon? Is it true that nobody knows? No one's ever tested him. Everyone's too scared of celebrity to say, listen, do you even know how to spell your own name? I was amazing. I did think somebody would get it early though. Maybe because we were talking about David Beckham a few minutes ago. Mentioned David Beckham earlier at some point in the quiz. So he would have been hidden somewhere in the sort of frontal temporal cortex situation, but not taking anything away. That was a very good solve, very quick. Well done, Louisa. Right. Let's get rid of Hangman for just now. Let's get our old friend Kazula Palooza back because we've not done this for a while. Bum, 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 bum. Now, need you to pick something off the list, right? I need to get my Kazula Palooza list in front of me so I can see BPM, and I need to open up my drum machine. Because this is the best new bit about Kazula Palooza is the drum machine. That means I can, do it to a realistic tempo. Oh, what I need to do, actually, is stop the background music and put up the volume a little bit so you can hear the drums when they begin. Right, who was first to say it? Was TV quiz. Okay. Haha. All right. Right, same rules. Well, more or less the same rules. Whoever can get this the quickest. Now, I'm just going to get my beats per minute. It's quite a high one, I think, this one. Yes, 148 beats per minute. That's pretty mental. That's nearly GABA. So, let's check it out. Let's get the comments lined up so I can see. Right, here we go. Yes, Raymond, straight in there with the blockbusters. Absolutely no problem at all. No mucking about. Hooah! It's blockbusters. Raymond, you're on the wheel. That was super quick, but it was pretty easy. 148 beats per minute, huh? Crazy. Da 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 da. Fantastic. Yeah, I saw the Pogues back. I saw the Pogues a couple of times. I saw them at Playhouse, which might have been that year. Saw them at SECC, and I'm pretty sure I saw them at the Barlands. And I can't. It feels odd that I can't remember whether I did or not, but it was always a very, 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 very dirty night out. A big dirty mess. Yeah, okay. Thanks very much. Well done to Raymond. As the beat. Yeah, the beat just makes it so much better. At the Playhouse. Aye, that was the first time I saw them was at the Playhouse. Right, anyway, we're reminiscing, and what we want to do is get another Kazula Palooza on. That's what we want to do. So get rid of the old TV theme. That's well done to Raymond. What do you want to see next? What we got? Someone pick something off the board, and I'll play you the tune. with my incredible kazoo skill. Well, credible kazoo skills. It's funny, isn't it? If you've got incredible kazoo skills or credible kazoo skills, they both mean the same thing. They both mean good. Let's have a look. 80s. There is no 80s. There's a few different 80s things. 84 soft rock, says Janet. Right, okay. Let me just have a look, see what that actually is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Right, okay. Drop the tempo weight down. This is 81 beats per minute. Okay. So I think I'll get rid of the big bass drum. And I'll put a closed hi-hat and an open hi-hat. Let's see what this sounds like. That's shite. Just mute that. That's better. No. Bummer. That's it. Nars has got it. Yay. Hard habit to break. Chicago. Yay. Instead of getting easier. See? Obvious. That is hard habit to break. Which sums up kazoo life. Once you get into it, you know what I mean? Nars, you're on the wheel. Yes. Names for names. Right, okay. It was big. Excellent. It is a great song. It's an amazing song. 80s Chicago. Something else. I mean, there's some other great guesses there. No one can stop us now. Matchstick Men. No. No, that's enough Kazoola-Palooza. Let's have a couple of wee games of Where Am I? Let's do that. Just to finish off, and then we'll get spinning that wheel. Okay. So let's go back to my Where Am I list. So what did we have? We had roads. That went really quickly. Let's try and get a slightly more difficult one. Oops. Well, what have I done? Computer's having a wee think. Let's try this. And that's too difficult. Let's try this one. Let's get a medium difficulty one here. Over to the Where Am I window. Put that in. Turn off the labels so it's not immediately obvious. And then here we go. So same thing. Guess where we are. Guess the name of the city. And first one to get it right. Now. Blue skies. Is that a tram? Yes. Tram, modern buildings. Some trees. Kind of green and it's like It's like the old Lowland Scottish livery. No, it's not Madrid. It's not Melbourne. It's nowhere that starts with an M. Let's go along here a bit. What else we got? Melbourne, Stuttgart, Lisbon, Bucharest, San Francisco, Berlin. No, none of those places. Go along here. There's some people. Let's have a look at the people. That could be a giveaway sometimes. There's some locals there, I think, maybe. Little girl with a flat cap on. Where does that kind of thing happen? Tallinn is not right, but it's a pretty good guess. And then you've just hopped across the water to Helsinki. That is the right answer. Derek, you're on fire! Oh, hang on. Were you not really good at this when we started trialing it? Was that you, Derek? I seem to remember someone being really good at this before I was doing it properly, and we trialed the game. And I think, if I remember rightly, I'm sure it was Derek. And if I remember rightly, if you got one more right, because you got like 3 in a row, and we said, right, if you get one more right, then we're going to call it Derek's game. But you didn't. Yeah, it's Helsinki. It's capital of Finland. Looks like quite a nice day there. That must be the one day of the year where it's all right. And the rest of the year, it's just snow, ice, misery. But look, everyone's cutting about in a sort of Nordic fashion. Lots of equality going on. Look, he's equal. She's equal. They're equal. There's a guy on a bike. Man, it's just a bunch of walking stereotypes. But you don't necessarily, I mean, being in Helsinki for one day probably isn't enough to get that. You must pay good attention to the detail of your surroundings, Derek, because you know that could be just about anywhere. What's this? Look, alternative scene. What's that? Sexy Heli Tuli Elit Gevalums. Spin FM Sunday Club. Very nice. Right, okay. It is past. Let's get a wheel on. Let's get a wheel on. Right, Derek, you're all over the wheel. But there are other names. Let's find out who's going to win the beer. And other prizes. So I've got to stop that screen. Get rid of this. And get a wheel on. Here we go. Wheel of names. Right. By the way, thanks for playing the quiz, everybody. It's good fun. So prizes tonight. We'll start off with one of my prizes, which is a product that I make called Bojaws. You know, it's fridge poetry, but remarkably rude, very rude. Okay, so the first person to get spun up here will win Bojaws through the post. So here we go. We're spin, 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 spin. Who's it going to be? Make sure the thing's turned up so we hear the lady shout the name. Mr. Doyle? Is it?
Mr. Doyle.
Yeah, it's Mr. Doyle. All right. Yay! Nice work, Jonathan. So I'll send you a packet of that in the post. I'll take you off the wheel. One prize per person per night. 3 Fabians on the wheel, right? Let's see if we can get one of them to turn up for the next prize, which is kind of a minor prize, but in some ways this could be the best prize of all because it could be £100,000. Oh my God. OMGs. Oh, you got Bojaws in the post already. Do you want to pass on to someone else then? Do you want to scratch you? I'll change it to, I didn't realise you'd won Bojaws already. I'll give you a scratch card, Jonathan. Right, this next one's for Bojaws then. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Spin, spin, spin. Who's going to be in? Who's going to win the Bojaws tonight? Louisa, Derek, Joe, Bill, Marion, Janet. It's Mr.
Derek
Where am I?
QLH.
Oh, I spoke over the women. I think she said Derek Kilo H. Missed a good one there, right? Derek, well done. Brilliant. So you get the ball, Jaws. Mr. Doyle gets a scratch card. And we lose Derek from the wheel. This is who we're left with, and this is for the beer. Okay, here we go. Last spin for the beer on tonight, the 30th of November. Last quiz of the month, last prize of the month. It's the beer from Cross Borders Brewery. Who's going to get it? Joe, Marion, Joe, Louisa, Natters, Karen, Louisa. Maybe or Karen knows what it's Louisa.
Louisa Jobson.
Yes. Brilliant. Louisa, you want a beer? Yeah. Right. I've got your address. So I'm going to get that off to Cross Borders Beer tonight or tomorrow morning, and they will send you beer, and it will be delicious. I guarantee you. Well done, everybody. Yeah, well done, Louisa. People are pleased for her. Excellent. Good. Natters won a scratch card. Done £2 in the scratch card. Got ID'd for it. Just showing off, aren't you? I got ID'd. Last time I got ID'd, it was for cigarettes. I was 28, and I was in the United States of America, and I was raging because I didn't have any ID. Just, these fags. I'm 28 years old. I had to go back to the hotel, get the passport, go back to the shop. These fags. Don't smoke anymore. See? It was annoying. It's a speech from Louisa. Yes, I'd like to thank my friends, my family, and anyone who knows me. Hey. We're going to have some more games on Wednesday. Quiz back on Wednesday. We'll have Dead or Alive. Maybe have some more Kazula Palooza. Because everything that's on the Kazoo... 32. You got ID'd at 32. That's good. What's the oldest anyone's been ID'd here? Is that the record? 32. That's got to be the record. No one gets ID'd over 30. Natters must look incredibly young. That's what I'm thinking. Or even saying tearing up at the acceptance speech. I thought you were saying like tearing it up. You need to tear that speech up. No, you're tearing up. You're getting emotional. I see. Thanks for doing the quiz. If you do want to donate, then it keeps the quiz going. It keeps me going. Try to feed the family, you know what I mean? Get in touch if you want to hire me to do a Zoom quiz for your work. Thank you to those who have got in touch. I've got a few of those lined up. I've got one this week, one next week, and then loads the week after. Get in touch. £95. Private quiz. That's it. Online. Takes about an hour. Pretty much the main format. Just a few different tweaks here and there. But, you know, good fun. Yeah, it's good to get lots of people on the wheel. That's my aim these days. Try and get that, like a good, decent number of people on the wheel. I keep trying to think of different ways to get people on the wheel. Thank you very much. Derek was ID'd getting into the Tron at the age of 29. Bouncer asked me if hey, see that's I can see why he let you in there. Because he's like, no, the guy wouldn't do this if he was underage. That recent? It's a more recent thing, isn't it? Like people going out drinking and getting ID'd. Like, you know, Joe was talking about going to see the Pogues when we were young, and there was no rules back then. You just went to the pub. It's fine. Go anywhere you want. It was just fine. But these days, bar staff, they get a hard time if they let someone. They can lose their job, basically, if they let someone drink who's underage and they somehow get caught. So it's very, very, very strict these days, and I don't think it's the right thing, personally. I think what happens if you have underage people in the pub is that they'll learn to socialise with people who are older than them and know how to behave themselves, and they, in turn, learn how to behave by making it impossible for underage people to drink. And this is Scotland, where people like a drink. You get them into drinking Thunderbird in the park or whatever it is these days. There's no Thunderbird these days. What do they drink these days? But they go to the park and they start tearing stuff up and attacking people and stuff, probably. Misbehaving because they don't have the adult influence around. Whereas, you know, we used to go to the Earl of Marchmont and stuff like that. The Jolly Judge, Saturday morning. Ensign Ewart, Pelican, the Green Tree, all those places, all underage, and it was fine. And we were kind of in fear of being underage and getting called out for it, but no one ever did. And to be honest, the adults probably knew the whole time exactly how old we were. Look at those kids. But, you know, we learned how to not learn how to integrate with being out, learn how to do it properly, how to be proper wee alcoholics. So if you can hear me, Nicola Sturgeon, change those laws. Just let the people go free. And also open the pubs and let them serve booze. That would be a start anyway. Let anybody get a drink, let alone young people. Right, thanks for doing the quiz. I'll be back on Wednesday. I better just mention Deadpool. It's only 3 hours and 20 minutes to the end of December. Deadpool. You guess who's going to die next month. That's basically it. Guess the most famous person to die next month. If you're correct, you'll win £1 million scratch card. I've actually got it here. Yeah, look. £1 million scratch card. Yeah, that's the real deal. Whoa. That's for whoever gets Deadpool, if anybody does. In fact, it should be two. I should do a rollover thing because nobody got it for November. Unless somebody dies in the next few hours who's on the list. David says, been knocked back from a pub after already being in and drinking to answer the phone. Right, come out to answer the phone. I said, I've just come out of the pub and I got told not tonight. Are you having a laugh? That's the thing. That's like, there's no rhyme or reason. Well, nobody's won in November, David. What happens is you can pick anybody you like. So it's got to be the most famous person to die that month. The thing is, for November, there was only 12 entries anyway, because I didn't particularly promote it that well. Let me see if I can find the list. And none of those people that were chosen died, so there's no prize. So what I should do a rollover thing. You should get one of these £1 million scratch cards per month, I reckon. Let's have a look. November. There was actually more in October, but nobody won in October either. Right, November. Here's the names for November. A real parade of superstars. Eastwood, Windsor, Kissinger, Trump, Huntley, Glitter, Schumacher, Trump, Minogue, Prince Philip, always the favourite every month. Bobby Charlton, Prince Philip. Nah, no one picked Sean Connery last month. I mean, like I've been doing Deadpool for a few years in the pubs, and Sean Connery was a regular choice in the pubs. When I was doing it in the pubs, I was getting about 80 entries a month. Less now, because I've only just started doing Deadpool again. Wasn't doing it all the way through summer. Started again. I need to get my PR working on it a bit better to get people to know about it. Are you allowed more than one entry? No, you're not. It's if somebody wins, I'll go and check the list, and if that person appears more than once, it's the one they put in first that will count. All right. So nah, one entry per email. You know. Can't remember if I already went on for December. Put it in anyway. In fact, I could just look just now, couldn't I? Let's see. If I order this by names, I'm looking at a spreadsheet here. Yes, you have. You put Prince Philip in, Louisa. So you're already there. Derek's done one for December, but cannot remember who it is. I'll tell you, Derek. This is great. This is like you put Johnny Depp. That's excellent. That's hilarious. So yeah, Prince Philip is the usual choice. If Prince Philip did die, there'd be quite a few people who've picked him, so I would do a wheel of names thing to find out who the winner is. Just one winner, you know. I really want to turn this into an app. And if more than one famous person dies, the rule is it's the most famous person who's the trump card. And I determine who is the most famous by putting both names into a 10-year global search on Google Trends. That's what I do. And there was 1 month I had to do that. It was the month where Lemmy died and Jimmy Hill. Both died and both had been predicted. So I had to put two names into Google Trends, and it told me that Lemmy was a lot more famous than Jimmy Hill. Very good. Right. Hi, Johnny Depp. Right, I'm out here. Gonna get the kid to bed. Got loads of work to do. Loads of quizzes to write. So thanks very much. Did I put my tip link in? I'm sure I did about 3 times. Here it is one more time. Appreciate those tips very much. Thank you very much. Everybody, thanks for doing the quiz. Please tell people about the quiz. Invite them. Remember, I'm going to be doing Christmas Day. More detail on that coming up soon. Well done to tonight's winners. Mr. Doyle, Mr. Kilo, and Ms. Jobson. Superb. Thank you, Mr. Scanlon. I'll see you again. Take care, everybody. Bye.